half a day. Welcome back to my channel. I've been pretty busy for past 2 or 3 weeks because I had a final exams for my law school, and then I only have one final, which is just common essay exam left. So I'll be more available to upload as of today. Yeah, I just grabbed my brunch today here in Hilton, Guam. It's not brunch, it's just lunch, and then they just call the brunch for the Sunday brunch only. So for the Sunday brunch it's just $40, and just regular lunch during the weekdays and Friday, Saturday, just some 25 or like approximately like $25. So I just really enjoyed my brunch or lunch, whatever, after I just completed all my, not all, I just got one more exam left. I just completed almost like 95% final exams in law school. So today I want to talk about final exam for law school. For law school, we just have one big final for every classes, and then that's really tough because some exams takes like 3 hours, 4 hours. So you gotta have like 50 or 40 multiple choice questions, and you have like 3 to 5 essay questions. Pretty tough because you should be really rushing yourself to finish all the essay type exams on time. It's really hard. So today I want to talk about the final exam for law school. For law school, it's called IRAC, IRAC, Issues, Rules, Analysis, and Conclusions. So unlike my other classes during the undergrad or high school, so this type of essay exam should be written by IRAC. The issue first, then rules coming next, and analysis of the fact patterns, and your conclusion finally. So this is called IRAC. So you have to follow this rules for your final exam essay type questions. I personally prefer the multiple choice questions because I really like the commercial types of books. The Barbary, Kaplan's, or I don't know, maybe other commercial books. Those are available on Amazon or eBay.com. So you can pay for. Um, Burberry is kind of like the most expensive one. Roughly like 3,000 or 2,500 for like 3 months program for Burberry to take a bar exam. But I'm personally planning on taking like a 3 bar. One Hawaii, next one Guam, and the UBE, Uniform Bar Exam, so that like I can transfer those score to the New York or New Jersey once I just want to go back to those East Coast or West Coast. Like California, I don't think California is just one of the states complying with those UBE system yet. So I've double checked, but as far as I know, then not California. So the Illinois, yes, Texas, yes, and Virginia, yes. All the other states, nearly like roughly 35 states, I think they're complying with those UBE, Uniform Bar Exam. So I will take a UBE. So I really recommend, if you're interested in just taking a bar exam as a law student, the Barbary, to me, Barbary is really good. It's really good fit to my academic like type of survival because you have like unlimited opportunity, just ask like unlimited type of like question to the those they have like professors. I'm not sure if they're professors in some law school, but this is called the professors for the Barbary lectures, and then they just give out their emails and phone numbers so that you can ask any questions, and then you also have a lot of instructors. They are available in the Barber website, so that like you can upload your questions, and then like within 2 to 3 business days you get your correct answers, and you have tons of multiple choice questions. I personally pretty much enjoying this type of like MBE, multiple bar exam, and then specifically multiple choice question, because I learn a lot. That's really good strategy to study in a short period of time, because I like it. you know the what's the necessary rules to complete those all the 1L exams. So if you're just 1L, you're just doing the lectures and constant calling, doing your lectures in your law school. They're a little bit boring, I guess, because it's not about MBE. Like, it's not about multiple choice questions like Barbary Kaplan. No, in 1L, doing your 1L in your law school is just constant calling and mainly case briefing. So you just learn the fact patterns. So I'm just gonna walk a little bit. Just learning all the just the majority of your study during your 1L class is gonna be the constant endless case briefing, scoring. So you just learn the fact patterns, and if you just get called from professor, you have to answer their questions. And then, personally, to be honest with you, they're not really helpful to like learn from like a Barbary or Kaplan, because I don't think you should know all those details for the case briefings or fact patterns for your 1L classes. You don't need it. Just what you need is to just pass the bar. Like, I mean, we just focus on just passing the bar as a law student. Just need like basic rules, and how to apply those rules to answer the questions, like especially for the multiple choice questions. I personally would you like to study with Barbary or the Kaplan. um, what else do you have? Oh, the Siegel is really nice. They're really good, because I formerly bought this Siegel books. Like, those are really commercial books they're available in Amazon. So once you just buy these Siega books, like, they do have the Kindle books, so you don't have to wait for a couple of weeks to get those shipping. It's too much hassle. So what you can do is just like pay for the Kindle books for the Siegel. They're really helpful, because they just give you the simple tips, rules to solve all the multiple choice questions. They're not really asking you like bunch of like hassles, like constant case briefing like that, unlike the 1L classes. They're really nice. So I personally recommend you to learn from Barbary first or Kaplan. Like, they're the same company, I guess, right now. So you gotta learn a lot of stuff from the Barbary, like for the MBE part, because as far as I know that in order for you to just pass the bar, the multiple choice question is the majority of hassle that you have to challenge yourself, because I think once you just have really high score for the multiple choice questions like MBE, then you don't have to worry about that much for the MEE, like essay exams, because I think all the law students, they have really limited short time to write down those answers. So you're not that differences, like if you're just writing those essays like in 25 minutes, 30 minutes rushing, and then there's not that much differences between your answer and other law students answer. So in order for you to pass the bar, I mean the pass the bar, not acing in the law school. Like, for you to ace in the law school, you should be smart, and then You gotta complete all the hassles for the constant call calling and case briefing. But no, in order for you just take a bar exam and to pass the bar in the first time as a first time taker, what you're gonna need is just study the Barbary or Kaplan. Additionally, if you need an extra bunch of times, then Siegel, I would recommend the Siegel. I really like it. Oh, that's the Premier Tower, the high-rise building. It's really nice because they are not like these rooms. They're not ocean view. It's just called the city view or parking lot view. But you actually have really nice type of view from if you just stay in the higher floor, like a 10th floor, 9th floor, you still enjoy this scenic panoramic view, the ocean view. It's beautiful. Yeah, the one good things to live in Guam is there's no parking fees. Like last time when I lived in LA, Los Angeles, like every single places you go, there should be a lot of like pricey parking fee, like downtown, like $9, $10 for 2 hours. Hassles, pricey. No, I hate that. But one good thing to live in Guam is there's no parking fee. It's free, and it's not really hassle to find a perfect spot for you to park, because there's not that much of cars in hotels usually. Yeah. So yeah, that's my suggestion. Oh, just back to the with the regard with to the law students and law school stuff, and then I will just refer to the Barbary and Kaplan and Siegel, those three. So you don't have to study the all these three, because usually law students just pick whatever that they think the best fit for themselves. So from my understanding, Barbary is the most expensive one. Kaplan is like a slightly cheaper. I don't know how much that is, like $1,500 for 3 months or 2 months. I don't know. So if you're a law student, just you have to think about just studying with the Barbary or Kaplan. And if we discussed the law school final exam, and I'm not a straight A student, to be honest with you, in the law school. Yeah, I got a bunch of like B, C, B plus, C, C minus. Yeah. So my goal is to pass the bar as a first time taker, and just graduate as soon as possible, because I just have one more semester to go to graduate. So it's not really there's not much to do in my law school, because I only have one more semester left in order for me to graduate. So but as a 3L student, if I give you some suggestion about being a law student, I want you to just check out with these commercial outlines, because I don't like constant call calling and case briefing. Like some professor, they don't like commercial outlines. They know that if you studied, like if you just read really scrutinize all the single pages and single paragraph from the casebook, your textbook, what I mean, or just skim through the Quimby website. They know it, of course. But there's nothing wrong with the Quimby website. It's easy, and then you have a video. So what you gotta do is, like, just instead of like reading every single sentence and every single case briefing for the signed reading for next classes, let's say the criminal law or civil procedure, you don't have to read them all. Like you have a Quimby. Yeah, because let me clarify, because I'm not a straight A student, all right? So this is not like suggestion from straight A, like Harvard law graduate. So but this is just my humble suggestion from just common 3L public law school students. So if you like to just pass the bar as a first time taker, and then you don't want to put like too much time for every details for case briefing and constant calling for your final exam. I mean like assignment reading. Then I want you to just read, just skim through, I'll say, the Quimby website. Easy. So instead of like reading like 2 hours for assigned reading for next torts class or criminal law class, you got a Quimby, and then you have just like a 5 minutes, just simply just watching like a YouTube, like a video. They have it very simplified and summarized explanations offered in those Quimby website. And then I don't think professor will mind that you study with the Quimby rather than just like read them all in the casebook. So I don't think they care, but they know, I think. Sometimes like I can feel like they already know that I'm a Quimby person, like not like Professor's dog or something. So I don't mind, but it's up to you pretty much. So yeah. So as a 3L, I pretty much enjoy this commercial outline because they're easy. They're really super nicely well organized because you only have a really short period of time to study for next assigned reading. Then why not just watch a video in Quimby, or you study with Barbary, then you have a bunch of like free lectures, I guess. 1L, I think if you're 1L in law school, Barbary or Kaplan, I'm not sure if it's just called the ambassador or something. Any ambassador in your law school students, they will give you some like free access sometimes. So yeah, there might be another option. This is a slide. Yeah, that's my perspective of my 1L 2L, the old days. Yeah, time flies. And what am I gonna do after I graduate from law school? I don't know, because I know that some law students, their first goal is to be working for the law firms, like big law, because they earn a lot of money from the law, this big law firm. But I think about more like I like a government job, the federal job, because I want to be immigration judge later on. So before that, I might work for some refugees and immigration clinic, or like a non-profit, I don't know, organizations. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, but I want to work for the government. Yeah. So if you want to be a lawyer just because you want to make a lot of money, then you should just consider, this is called the T14, top 14 schools, like Harvard, Yale, UPenn, Duke, U Michigan, like this kind of school, really nice, top ranking, top notch school. If you graduate from this kind of law school, then I think you have very good chance of just getting hired from these big law firms. But if you go to just one of your regional, just state law school, then you might consider yourself like being like a district state attorney, or working for some non-profit organization like international law, like a human rights lawyer, stuff like that. Some days you can be a judge, but it's really hard to be a judge because they only have a really limited amount of like a job position open for the judge, I guess. So I don't know. From my understanding, it's pretty tough to be a judge. So if you're a law student, you might just consider yourself like just applying for this top 40 school instead of just going to the state law school if you wanna work for the big law firm. Yeah. What else? I wanna work for. I wanna work as a immigration judge just because I always wanted to be advocating those human rights of refugees. You know, because there's a lot of illegal alien residing in United States without like a valid visa or like a green card or like a citizenships. You know, like specifically if you lived in LA, Los Angeles, there's a bunch of illegal aliens living in LA. I think it's under construction. Yeah. Yeah, because there are a lot of illegal aliens. That's why I was interested in just helping these people. I don't know if I can have some chances to work for them, but I've always wanted to be an immigration judge. Yeah, okay. So, um, right. Oh, this roof is like a Asian Korean style the red roof. I'm not sure if it's just like facing the Asian style or Korean style, but this is like typically known for the Kiwa in South Korean language. I mean the Korean language. There's no North Korean, South Korean different. They're not different languages. We do have a bunch of like varieties for the dialect, like a North Korean dialect or South Korean dialect. It's like southern part of like a Busan dialect, stuff like that. But there's no like two different language. So we just call the Korean. So this looks like Korean Kiwa, you know. Interesting. Okay, let me go to this way. One good thing to living Guam is I really enjoyed just walking down the street after I grab a lot of food on Friday, Thursday, lunch and dinner. Because if you live in LA or New York City, there's not much of a place to just walk down, you know, because a lot of places they're fully packed and there's a bunch of like people, you know, like pickpocketers, stuff like that. You should be really careful when you just walk in the big city. But in Guam, it's easy to walk, you know, you can be naive when you walk down the beach, so no worries. Yeah. All right. So about my presentation for today, then I will come back next time. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching my channel. Bye. Oh, happy holiday and Merry Christmas.